Editing is generally made easier by a feature that Word calls Smart Cut and Paste. In this video, I show you how to enable and configure this feature. Word includes a feature that tries to make your editing chores just a little easier. This feature, called Smart Cut and Paste, automatically adjusts spacing and other formatting when you're cutting or pasting text. Well, this may sound a little odd, but it really is helpful in many situations. For instance, if you are pasting a word into a document, Smart Cut and Paste makes sure that spaces are added around the word so it doesn't run into the words that you are pasting near. Likewise, when you cut a word from a sentence, sometimes the cut might result in two spaces left, the ones that used to surround the word being removed. Instead, Smart Cut and Paste results in one of the spaces being automatically deleted, so the resulting sentence has the proper number of spaces in it. Smart Cut and Paste is turned on in Word by default. If you find the feature more hassle than help, however, you can turn it off. All you need to do is go over to the File tab of the ribbon, choose Options at the very bottom, and Word displays the Word Options dialog box. Next, you're going to choose Advanced at the left side, and then we're going to scroll down just a little bit to this area that says Cut, Copy, and Paste. Note that there are a good number of choices here that control how pasting should be handled by Word. I'm not going to go over those settings right now, as they're not really a part of Smart Cut and Paste. You should feel free, however, to make any changes here that you want. The setting we are interested in right now is down here with the simple name Use Smart Cut and Paste. If this checkbox is selected, then Smart Cut and Paste is active. If it is cleared, then the feature is disabled. Note that there's a setting button available to the right of the Smart Cut and Paste checkbox. This allows you to control how Smart Cut and Paste does its work, as you'll see in a moment. If, however, all you wanted to do was to turn Smart Cut and Paste on or off, you can now click the OK button and your change is made immediately. If you want to modify how Smart Cut and Paste is implemented by Word, just make sure that the checkbox is selected and then go ahead and click on the Settings button. When you do, Word displays the Settings dialog box. This dialog box may seem a little bit wonky to you when you look at it. Notice up at the top that it says Use Default Options for, and then gives you the option of selecting which versions of Word you want to use default Smart Cut and Paste options. There's only 3 options here. One of them is for custom. We'll get to that in just a moment. But then there's settings for Word 97 through 2000, and then for Word 2002 through 2010. Now you have to understand that I'm using the version of Word that comes with Microsoft 365. That means that it's the very latest version of the software. Even so, there's only this option up at the top here that says Word 2002 through 2010. That's the one that should be selected if you want to use the default settings for the latest version of Word. Now you can adjust any of the settings down here in the bottom that you would like, and we'll go over those settings in just a moment. When you do make a change in any of them, notice what happens in the Use Default Options up above. It changes to Custom automatically. And in that case, if you wanted to, you can go back to the defaults. So let's take a look at the options that you have available here. The first checkbox, Adjust Sentence and Word Spacing Automatically, is the only setting that affects both cutting and pasting. When selected, Word removes or adds extra spaces as necessary when cutting or pasting text. Adjust paragraph spacing on paste, the second checkbox, controls whether Word removes empty paragraphs when pasting. It also tries to prevent inconsistent paragraph spacing. The third option, Adjust Table Formatting and Alignment on Paste, controls how table fragments are pasted. If you paste a cell, then it is pasted as text. If you paste multiple cells or multiple rows, they are pasted as new rows in an existing table. If you paste an entire table, it is added to the existing table and formatting is modified to match the existing table. You can safely ignore the fourth setting, Smart Style Behavior. In the latest versions of Word, this setting has absolutely no effect on how cutting or pasting works. It's a legacy from an earlier version of Word, so it doesn't really matter if you have it set or not. The next two options have to do with how information is pasted from other applications in the Microsoft Office suite. This one, Merge Formatting when pasting from Microsoft PowerPoint, comes into play when you paste information copied from PowerPoint. If selected, Word applies the formatting of surrounding text to the pasted text. If what you are pasting includes lists, then the most recently used bullet, number, or list style in Word is applied to what you are pasting. The formatting of tables, hyperlinks, images, and a few other items are retained from the formatting in PowerPoint. When the sixth setting, Adjust Formatting when pasting from Microsoft Excel, is selected, then Word modifies how Excel data is pasted into your document. If selected, then worksheet information is pasted into a Word table and charts are pasted as pictures. The final option is Merge Pasted Lists with Surrounding Lists. This option, when selected, results in Word formatting pasted text to match the numbered list or bulleted list into which they are pasting. If you're not pasting information into a list, well, then it has no effect. Now, most of the time, you can ignore these settings and just turn Smart Cut and Paste on and off, as desired. If you want to use some aspects of Smart Cut and Paste and ignore others, though, then it helps to understand how these settings work. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please click the subscribe button and then click the bell icon. That way you'll be informed whenever I add a new video to the WordTips channel. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today.